YouTube? What's going on, YouTube? What's going on? What is happening, man? Of course, you got one more time, DEDRICKHJR, and I'm back with another fragrance video. All right, Smell Good family. Hope everyone is doing well, doing great, doing fantastic. Positive energy and positive vibes. I know how we give it up here on this channel. All right, so once again, happy holidays. And I've said it time and time again, the holidays are my favorite time of the year. I just love everything about it, from the weather to the baked goods to the different type of drinks, the family time. I even like the rush of going Christmas shopping. I don't know if that's kind of weird or not, but hey, I just do. I just like it. So with that being said, we've already done one for Thanksgiving and I do one for Christmas as well. I have some suggestions, and all 10 of these I will be considering possibly wearing on Christmas Day. When there's an opportunity that, you know, memories can be made and a fun time can be documented, I like to kind of tie my fragrance and what I'm wearing and all that with that. That's just kind of how I get down. All right, so let's go ahead and jump into it. These are 10 recommendations, or 10 of the fragrances that I will be also considering wearing on Christmas Day. All right, up first, from the house of Nishan. I've talked about this fragrance a lot, talked about how I love this fragrance, and it's just so unique and so good. From the house of Nishan, we have Fan Your Flames. This is just unique. It's unique, and when I smell it, I get the vibes of holiday. It's a unique smell with this toasted coconut and this rum and this tobacco, this cedar wood and other notes in here. But it's just different. It's unique. So when I do smell it, I do get holiday vibe-ish type of feel from smelling this fragrance, and I could definitely see myself wearing this on Christmas Day with whatever I'll be wearing or whatever me and my family might be doing. This could definitely be something to consider. You can get Fan Your Flames for a really great price on discounters, and I would sample before trying something like this, because it's that unique in my opinion. From the house of Nishan, all right, we have Fan Your Flames. Fan Your Flames. Up next, from the house of Aaro. I always butcher these names. Wanted by Night, the most wanted parfum. They all sound the same, but we have Wanted by Night. Wanted by Night. This is sadly discontinued, all right, and I learned of that. Shout out to my guy Randy over at the Fragrance Dude. But I always get this cinnamon feel, this warm, fresh, spicy, like meeting of the minds here as well. This stuff is just awesome, and when I smell it, like, it goes straight to holiday vibes. It goes straight to Christmas festivities. It goes straight, my mind goes straight there, and it's definitely very appropriate, all right, for a holiday type vibe like Christmas Day. All right, Thanksgiving Day, Christmas Day, either or for me. My mind just kind of goes there. So if you can get your hands on this, you might want to try to grab your bottle, because once all the stock goes out, this is gonna be crazy expensive. This is a 150 ml bottle. When I got my bottle, I got 150 ml for around like $40 about 2 years ago. So I believe it was 2 years ago or a year ago, but this stuff is awesome. From the house of Aaro, we have Wanted by Night. Wanted by Night. EDP concentration for sure. All right, up next, I just got reminded just how much I love this stuff and how good this stuff is, and the vibe of it definitely is something that I would consider on Christmas Day. From the house of Javoni, we have Javoni Gentleman Society. Javoni Gentleman Society. I really love how I think it's like a bourbon vanilla. It's a richer vanilla for sure, and the Palo Santo really vibe together. Now, iris is not a note that is elicited in this fragrance, but I firmly believe that there is some iris in here. But the star of this is that Palo Santo wood and that bourbon vanilla. When it gets to mingling and doing this dance, man, it's really good. It's really good. A real nice spice to it as well. Man, I really love this, man. This is a fragrance that came out early in 2023, or I got it early in 2023, and it really made a good impression on me. And this is one that I will continue to consider during holiday season and holiday activities. Definitely good. From the house of Javoni. We have Javoni Gentleman Society. This thing kind of gets a crazy conversation about it out here in the community, but I personally really enjoy it. All right. Up next, from the house of Paco Rabanne. This stuff is real good too. I like what they did with this one. We have 1 million Elixir. 1 million Elixir with that gaudy gold bottle. And to me, this is, they kind of mature this one out a little bit with the Elixir. You get the sickly sweet vanilla and over rich sweetness with the original. But then that you have ones like Lucky, which is my favorite, and Privé, which is really good, and Royal. There's tons, but this one right here is kind of like a bunch of them in one. But I really like, just to get that in the air, I really like how much darker it is. To me, it's more of a darker fragrance. It's has more depth to it. The sweetness is still there, but you do get other elements in this fragrance as well. Like there's a nice floral tone in here from a rose. I love how it all just kind of comes together. And the vanilla in here is kind of, it's not, like I said, it's sweet, but it's kind of like a darker sweetness. Not like, you know, I want to say like it's doing something totally different than what you're used to at 1 million. But everything in here is kind of added a little bit of depth, and I really like that about the Elixir. I don't really hear it being talked about that much these days, because I guess they're always coming out with different flankers, but the Elixir is really good. So if you're looking for something that's kind of a little bit more mature from what you normally get for 1 million, then check out the Elixir, because I definitely will be considering wearing this on Christmas Day. Paco Rabanne's 1 million Elixir. I think this is good stuff. It's good stuff for sure. All right, hope that's in focus. There we go. All right. Up next, man, I battle all the time. Where do I truly rank this in the line? It never gets talked about, but it's so good. From the house of Guerlain, we have L'Homme Ideal, El Intense. El Intense. Man, this stuff is great. The chili pepper, the smokiness with that DNA is perfect, man. You still get your creamy almond. To me, there's a cherry touch in here. Is a cherry touch in here as well. But that, I think it's pimento spice or chili spice. It's in here. It is in here. But this is blended so smoothly. Now I have one of the, not the original bottle, which is all black. I really wanted that bottle, but I have the bottle after that, and I know since then they changed the bottle again. All right, so this is the spiciest out of them all, and man, this is really good stuff. And it's, when I first got it, as you guys can see, I wore it quite a bit. There's a really good dent in this bottle for sure. So on Christmas Day, especially with the weather that we could be getting here in Jacksonville, cloudy day, hanging around in the high 40s all day long, hey, this definitely could work for sure. So we'll see. From the house of Guerlain, not talked about enough. It should be talked about more, but I get it. There's others that are just that much more popular. I understand. We have L'Homme Ideal, El Intense. I don't know how hard this one is to find, but I was able to get this rather easy when I was on my Guerlain L'Homme travel, so to speak. All right, up next, from the house of Carolina Herrera. And like I said, these fragrances, they all sound the same. So I want to get the name right. Is it Elixir? No. Bad Boy Extreme. Carolina Herrera, Bad Boy Extreme. Another wild bottle. But this caught my attention last year. It really did. There's a cacao note in here. Take your Bad Boy DNA, and there's a cacao note in here. This is a little bit bolder and richer than pretty much all of them that I've smelled thus far. I really enjoyed this. I like this so much that I was impatient and I bought this for retail last year. All right, so I wore it quite a bit during the winter time, and being reminded how good it just smells to the nose, at least to my nose, definitely going to be a top consideration for Christmas Day. Definitely. All right, so my ensemble is going to be a little darker. My jacket, my pant, like, you know, it's going to be just a little bit darker. All right, so this definitely could fit that for sure for Christmas Day or anything holiday season, in my opinion. From the house of Carolina Herrera, we have Bad Boy Extreme. I almost called it Bad Boy Elixir, but this is Bad Boy Extreme. The bottle is so wild, so wild. All right, up next, let's head over to the Middle Eastern world. We have from the house of Latafa, we have Ragba. Now, this is one of my, I was introduced to Ragba. It's so good. I was introduced to Ragba on a whim. Didn't know what it was about. I was looking for one thing and I stumbled across this. And I said, wow, the notes in here look pretty interesting. I got it in. So you get the sugar cane. There's a oud in here that works. So it's like a sweet and spice type of vibe. And I really like it. Now this one right here has a more mature feel. So this is for, in my opinion, I don't know how much a younger fellow probably would want to rock with this, even though the sweetness is there. But the oud in here, the little darker nuances definitely makes it has it coming off more of a mature situation for sure. So all my guys out there who are not looking to smell like, you know, a super vanilla candy bar or anything super gourmand, check out this one. And the beautiful part of this is I got this for around $25, bang for your buck. I don't know exactly what this is a clone of. But the Middle Eastern world, like Latafa, they are doing it like that. So this right here is an excellent, especially for like Christmas night, if you're going out or you're just kind of vibing, just trying to wrap up the day. You might go home and change your clothes and freshen up, and you want to put on a new fragrance for that evening. Looking at this one, y'all, from the house of Latafa, we have Ragba. I know Ragba Intense gets a lot of love, but don't sleep on the original for sure. All right, up next, one more Middle Eastern from the house of Paris Corner. From the Ministry of Oud line, we have Oud Satin. Oud Satin. Now, this is a direct inspired clone of Macy's Francis Kirkjohn's Oud Satin Mood. But this is awesome, man. You get this powdery rose, tonka bean in here, a vanilla sweetness in here for sure. But the rose is the most dominant note, but it continues to get sweet and powdery as this continues on. Leans a little bit feminine, but that's okay. That doesn't bother me whatsoever. But this is a brutally strong performer. You don't need a lot of sprays. So you're trying to switch up your tone. Maybe if you're used to wearing leathers and spices and, you know, you want to kind of switch it up to a more laid back feel, or not, This is something definitely to consider for sure. The rose in here is really nice. It gets powdery. It stays sweet. Like I said, it may lean a little feminine to some, but it's okay. Confidence is key with anything that you wear. So this right here, I've worn it plenty of times, but you don't need that many sprays. Really good profile. Going after the Oud Satin move from Macy's Francis Kirkjohn. Of course, you can save a ton of money by being in a playing field instead of you know, if you don't want to, or you're not trying to spend that money to get that Oud Satin mood, you just go Oud Satin. Great choice in my opinion for Christmas Day or Christmas night, or however you want to spend it. Paris Corners, Ministry of Oud Satin. Great bang for your buck for sure. All right, up next from the house of Viktor and Rolf. All right, we have Spice Bomb Extreme. Yes, this says Christmas to me. Spices and vanilla, tobacco, black pepper, vanilla sweetness. This stuff is just awesome. To me, when they created this has to be considered a masculine masterpiece. It just has to, because the spices really hover over the sweetness. The tobacco is there, but that sweetness, it all just kind of merges together, and it stays balanced and it stays good. And I just really like how the spice really stays true to the name of Spice Bomb. This is excellent. My bottle, I get really good performance. I know I've seen some stuff out there that, you know, this ain't, you know, you don't get the best performance. I don't know about that. I get really good performance for sure. And this stuff is awesome. From the house of Viktor and Rolf, an excellent recommendation to wear on Christmas Day, all night. I love this stuff. We have Spice Bomb Extreme, great stuff. All right, and last but not least, we have a more affordable option here, but this just says Christmas. Everything about it says Christmas except the bottle, but the way that it smells for sure. From the house of Burberry. All right, well, we got Burberry, what is it, Burberry London? I forgot the name, but Burberry. This one right here, I think it's a Burberry. You don't even say the name on here, it doesn't want to, but and shame on me. I think Burberry London. That's what I think it is. But you see the Burberry sweater on here. But this smells like a Christmas tree. This smells like a Christmas tree. And then when you walk in somebody's house, they might be baking cookies, or it's like a party, a festive activity. You can like smell this in the air. I'm not saying it's an air freshener or nothing like that, but you can smell this in the air for sure. And there's some sweetness to it, a little bit of a spice. It just smells like Christmas. It smells like a Christmas party or a festive atmosphere for the holidays. That's exactly what I get with this fragrance. And it's just really good, man. And you can find this in your rack stores or on discounters, I believe $30, $35 or less. And I get sneaky good performance with this as well. So if you're not trying to go crazy on no cash, but you want to smell good, you want to smell festive, you want to smell like the seasons, look at this for sure. It's really, really good. Don't sleep. I think it's Burberry London. I got the name at the bottom. I've already showed the name at the bottom of the screen, but they all Burberry Touch, Burberry for him, Burberry, shame on me. But y'all know the ball, y'all know what I'm speaking of, but forgive me. All right, so Christmas Day is coming up for 2023. If you're watching this in the future, Christmas 2023 has already passed, but you guys have a great Christmas. Enjoy the rest of your holiday. Hopefully everyone has a great time. Those are just some of the things that I will be considering wearing on Christmas Day. So do me a favor down below in the comments, Smell Good family. Let me know what you guys will be wearing or considering wearing. What are your thoughts and your opinions on these fragrances? However you feel about them, let's chop it up down below in the comments. All right, so until next time, y'all know what it is. Splack up, splack it down, splack it that thing all around. And remember, what you put out into this world, yes, you, yeah, you. That's exactly what you are going to get back. All right, so y'all be cool. Merry Christmas and splackle. Make sure y'all hold it down Christmas Day. Don't be out here. Make sure you're splacking. Splack.